welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Joelle. I'm married to David and we have 5 beautiful kids. We are a homeschooling family. We live in Canberra, Australia, and I get to make a really fun video today that I'm so excited about. It is a this or that Q&A homeschool edition. So I got this video idea from one of my all-time favorite YouTubers. Her name is Julie at Mama to 5. This is not a collab. I would be so honored to do a collab. Oh my goodness. But she is like highly successful, you know, right up there in the YouTube world. And I have watched her channel for years and have gained so much knowledge of all things homeschool and mum life from her channel. So I would highly encourage you, if you are looking into homeschooling or just need mum encouragement, go check out her channel at Mama to 5. It has been such a blessing to me. Anyway, all of that to say, one of her latest videos was this Q&A, which is part of a playlist with lots of other homeschool mums. So I will link that playlist below so that you can go and watch as many of these Q&As that you like. And if you are a YouTubing homeschool mum, maybe you want to do it as well. Okay, this is this or that homeschool edition. It's really quick. There's 20 questions and I'm just going to answer them as they come. I haven't rehearsed them. And here we go. Number 1, coffee or tea? Coffee, 100% coffee. Coffee, 500,000%, like at least 3 times a day. Coffee, coffee, coffee. Easy one. Number 2, early bird or night owl? Definitely a night owl. I wish I was an early bird. I really do. But I'm not. I'm probably not an early bird because I'm very routinely a night owl. As I record this, I think it's about 11:30 p.m. And like I'm feeling a little bit tired, but I am wide awake. So yeah, 100% night owl. That's Davo in the background. He's like trying to super quietly sneak around and get water, but it's not quiet. And so anyway, there he goes. It's all good. Okay, number 3, paper planning or digital planning? Here's the thing. I like to put things down on my phone, but in saying that, I hardly ever get anything done that's on my phone. But when I write things down on paper, which I don't like as much as writing things in my phone, I get things done. So I'm not sure what the answer is to that question. I like to record on my phone, but it doesn't work, but I get things done on paper. Okay, number 4, plan ahead or plan from behind with homeschooling. Okay, so in life, I would say I'm probably planning from behind because I'm not the most organized person. But with my homeschooling, I actually do like to plan ahead. I don't need to know absolutely everything that we're going to do, but I like to make a plan and know what days we're going to homeschool this week, what subjects we're going to cover. I need to know just the basics. So I loosely plan ahead, and then, you know, we sort of make it up as we go sometimes, but there is a plan in place. Okay, number 5, one homeschool method or eclectic? Definitely eclectic, like more than eclectic. I don't know if there's a word that is more than eclectic, but that is what I am. I do absolutely everything. Every method there is, from Charlotte Mason to unschooling. I love them all, and I think all of them have advantages, and you can use them all to your advantage. Okay, where are we here? Number 6, homeschool hoarder or homeschool minimalist? I'm going to go with minimalist, but possibly too minimal, because I just don't like to collect junk. I have like these like moods come over me where I'm like, I get a little antsy and I'm like, we have too much stuff. That's it. I can tell you a funny story. Well, maybe I won't on this one because I don't have time. But needless to say, there was a dumpster bin involved and almost everything was out of my house. Like I don't like clutter. I think because we have 5 kids and we don't have the biggest house. We have never lived in a huge house. I'd love to one day. But we have to make sure that we are constantly on, you know, not having clutter. Don't have the cleanest house in the world, but I don't like to have clutter. That's one thing. Okay, number 7, crayons or markers? Crayons all the way. But I love the twisty crayons. You know, the crayons that look like pencils, but you can twist them. So I'm holding the phone with my other hand. That's why I'm just talking with this one hand. Otherwise, I'd be using both hands. Definitely crayons, but markers are good too. But like seriously, don't give them to my 6-year-old or down because that is never good. Number 8, whiteboard or chalkboard? Well, I would say whiteboard, definitely whiteboard. But in saying that, I think these days, you know, it's more like the tablet. You can do the tracing on the tablets and that sort of thing too. Number 9, games or puzzles? Games, 100% games, love games. My kids are now at the age where games are getting fun. It's fun to play games with them, so Connect 4 or the Game of Life. I'm yet to do Monopoly with them, but I think that will probably be very soon. They love playing games. I love, on holidays, going away and doing Uno or board games, that sort of thing. So 100% board games or any game. Screens or no screens? Number 10, screens or no screens? Screens. Look, I'm all for screens. I know that some people might, be like, oh, just have them very minimally. I think to a degree, obviously you don't want your kids sitting in front of a screen all day long, but I do believe in today's day and age, screens are a big part of our life. And so if you can just, if you can be ahead of the game, like if it's not something that it's like you have to restrict, but it's something that's just sort of implemented in life, it's not a bad thing. I use screens for everything, especially homeschooling. Math is completely done on a screen. So much of our learning, history, language arts, it's all, tablets and computers and YouTube. I'm using screens all the time for my homeschool, and I absolutely love them. And I'm grateful for them. And I like the kids to be able to have fun and play games and that sort of thing too, but not all day long, for sure. I think that's the dishwasher making that sound. This is not my dishwasher. This is not my apartment. So I don't know what's going on. Where are we? Number 11, pajamas all day or get dressed. Okay. I'm going to say get dressed. However, I have been known to be in my pajamas all day. Just ask my neighbor. We've had many conversations at 3 p.m. in my pajamas. But that's not because I'm lazy. I've gotten so many things done in that day, except I haven't gotten dressed. I'm still in my pajamas. But have we done other things? Yes, many, many things. So I would like to be the one that gets up straight away and gets dressed, but I do find that sometimes we just get straight into stuff, or we want to get stuff done out of the way, and it's like, oh wow, look guys, it's 2:00 and the house is clean and homeschool's done and dinner's cooked. Oh, but we better all get out of our pajamas now. So look, it's pajamas. Who cares? If you're home anyway, as long as nobody sees you. Oh, then again, lots of people saw me. I don't care. I don't care if people see me in my pajamas. That's all I'm going to say. Number 12, read aloud or independent reading. Absolutely adore reading aloud to my kids. I love it so much. I am going to make a separate video on reading aloud because that is how much I love it. It is the absolute, other than the fact that as a Christian family we get to do devotions and prayer and that sort of thing together, reading aloud is the absolute best part of homeschooling for me. It is just so wonderful and so beneficial. In saying that though, I'm absolutely loving seeing my older kids, pick up books and read and just love reading. I love to see them reading independently and enjoying their reading. So that is also good, but definitely read aloud. Number 12, classic or modern literature. I'm going to go with modern. I love classic. I do think that classic might play a bit more of a role as my kids get a little older. But for our read alouds, we're definitely reading more modern fiction books. And I mean, some of them are older, but they wouldn't be classic literature, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to go with modern. Number 14, science or history. Both are important, but I love to teach history. I love history. I'm fascinated by history, and I think that it helps when you love a subject to be able to teach that really well to your kids as well. All right, number 15, art or music. I loathe art. I love artists. I love people who can do art. I like looking at art. I hate doing art. I cannot stand doing craft. I know that's so bad of me, but I am not a crafty mum. I never have been. I don't think I ever will be. That's not to say that I don't do craft with the kids, but I do try to palm that job off to other people, if I'm completely honest. So, holiday programs, grandparents, extracurricular activities, Polish school, go for your life, go do art and craft there. But we love music. We are a musical family. My husband plays guitar and he sings. I play piano and I sing. We're hoping Joseph's going to be starting drum lessons pretty soon. I've got another kid really interested in piano. He's got a beautiful voice. I've got another son who wants to play guitar. We are definitely a musical family. And that's not to say that if any of my kids want to turn around and become the next greatest artist in the world, that I would not fully support them, but they're definitely not going to learn it from me. That is for sure. Number 16, nature study or poetry tea time. I'm going to go with nature study. I've never had a poetry tea time. I have heard of them and they look fun, but just simply because we've never done one, I will go with nature study, because nature studies are just, I love the freedom that comes with that. It's so, it doesn't have to be forced. We can be on holidays and have a nature study. We don't even have to have a school day to have that. And so, yeah, definitely nature study. 17, lunch with your kids or lunch alone? Lunch alone, 100%. I don't regret saying it. Love my children with every fiber of my being, but I am with them most days 24/7. And by lunchtime, we've spent a lot of time together that whole morning. And so they like it too. They will go outside with their lunch, and it's my little, half an hour to hour to sit down and just catch up on some stuff or read my book or whatever it is. It's just a little break to myself in the day. I do like my little lunchtime to myself. In saying that though, I don't get that much time to myself. There's always somebody coming in and anyway, I love them, not complaining, just letting you know, lunch by myself, but I'm yet to actually have a full hour lunch by myself. But it'll happen one day. Okay, number 18, school at the table or school all over the house? Very good question. And it really depends on what we are learning and how we are learning. And again, this is going to be a separate video, but our curriculum choices, I can let you know that I'm probably doing 3 different curriculums right now, and not all at the same time, because I've had to shelf some of them. Love them, but it's just not possible to do that curriculum with this curriculum, and this one needs to be done now. So one of my favorite curriculums is it's actually Gather Round. It is one that you sit down around the table and learn together. But at this moment in time, just due to a few different things, we are having to do some other styles of learning. And so because of that, as of more recently, we have been all over the house. So I'll have 2 boys outside. I'll have whoever I'm working with individually at the table with me. I have another kid off in the lounge room doing something else. And we sort of just swap around until we get all our work done. So at the moment, we are all over the house, but I like both methods, and I think that there's a place for both of them. 19, I'm sorry, my voice, can you hear? I've been talking a lot. Number 19, take summers off or school all around. So here in Australia, our school holidays are all through, we have different school holidays throughout the year, but our longest one is definitely in summer. It usually starts somewhere around the end of the 2nd week of December, and it finishes at the end of January. So it's not as long as the American summer, but it's still quite significant. It's a good 6 weeks or so. I am an all year round homeschooler. I don't take school holidays as such. I take days off as we need them. I will, obviously, if we plan a holiday as a family, I don't usually school when we are away, but okay, we're going away for a week now, so we're not going to school this week. Or we're going to do 3 days of homeschooling this week and 2 days not of homeschooling, because we don't take school holidays. And I just love the freedom that brings. Oh, it brings so much freedom. It takes so much pressure off of me, because I don't feel like I have to have a certain amount done by the end of this term, or, it's just a continuous flow all throughout the year. I absolutely love it. In saying that, I totally get people who like to take the school holidays. We may do that in the future, but for right now, I just feel like I need as many days as I can get. And I also need to have as much freedom as I need to say, yep, today's a homeschool day, or today's not a homeschool day, if you know what I mean. And the last one, oh, this is a strange one. Mummify a chicken or dissect a frog. And I actually know the answer to this one instantly. It would be dissect a frog. And the reason for that being, I don't want to mummify a chicken. And number 2, I did dissect a frog once when I was in grade 9 or 10, it would have been. And it was absolutely disgusting. Actually, was it a frog? No, it wasn't a frog. I'm sorry. It was a cow's eyeball. That's I don't know if that's better or worse. Anyway, but the whole dissecting thing, I did a dissection of a cow's eyeball, and it was so gross. It smelled absolutely horrific. And the person I was doing the science lesson with, we were all partnered up, was absolutely freaking out. And I was not. And I didn't know at the time that I wanted to eventually, when I finished school, get into nursing or aged care nursing. I'm not a registered nurse. I wish I was. Maybe one day I will be. But I just did my basic TAFE and, carers certificate. So I've worked in nursing homes, not homes, the same nursing home, on and off for 9 years. But now recently we've moved to Canberra, so I need to look at a different nursing home. But I'm going way off topic. All of that to say, I didn't know that experience of doing something gross would set me up in such a way to help me do a job that not everybody can do. Just like the friend that I did the science experiment with was absolutely losing the plot and I wasn't. I remember in our nursing training having to do some not so nice activities with personal hygiene and that sort of thing. And the person I was, again, training with was running to the window, dry heaving, and I was not, because I could take it. And it was quite the empowering experience to realize I can handle gross stuff. So yes, I would definitely go with dissect a frog. I don't want to, but if I had to choose between the chicken and the frog's going to get the choice on that one. Anyway, that's all the questions. Thank you so much for watching. Hey, go check out the playlist and listen to the other answers. I hope you enjoy it. And I will see you very soon with another video. I make videos now Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, Australian Standard Time, 5 p.m. I think I said that in the wrong order. 5 p.m. Australian Standard Time. I am a night owl, but I think I need to go to bed because I'm tired. I am tired. We've had conference for 3 days, lots of talking, great time, but it's time for bed. And we have about an 8-hour drive home tomorrow. So I'm going to go to bed. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you very soon. God bless you. Bye.